My queen, my Egyptian queen, proud sugar cane, proud sugar bay, proud sugar bay.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is episode number 2 of my Egypt trip. I hope you enjoyed the last one and I hope you come back again. And yeah.
But it's incredible to buy 2,300,000 pieces. The one plug, it's from 15 up to 25 tons. That's incredible to carry it. After carrying it from its places from the Korais, in about 25 kilometers from here, to transport it from the Korais by the river Nile. Because the river Nile was extended a small canal up to here, which they did the transportations in this ancient time by the river Nile and the big holes. That's why by the excavations in 1954, we found the 5 big holes. That's one of them in your right-hand side on the way to the Queen's Pyramids, guys.
Okay.
We found a very huge boat. This boat now, it's in the Jam or in the Grand Egyptian Museum, but it's closed right now, guys. Officially, it will be opened in the 1st of November, this museum. This pyramid, it was before when they built it, it was before 146 meters high. But by the natural wind erosions, it became only 138.5 meters high, 230 meters square of the base itself. It's here. And they didn't use any kind of cement. They used actually the vacuum air to connect all of the plugs together. That's why the whole buildings or the massive building of the pyramids here, okay, it is solid building. It's not empty from inside. But just it's had the grand gallery just to go up on the main axis of the pyramids to reach to the queens and the king chamber. The second and the third pyramid, guys, it has just one burial chambers to get down. But only this one had the 2 burial chambers. One belongs to him and one belongs to his wife. He loves here so much, looks like you. That's why he decided to join here with him. Not only in the life, but even in the afterlife or in the second life, which we can see that this pyramid, it would have a case, the massive case, or this case by the wind erosions. Actually, it's come over the years, exhibited the case. It still survived in some places here, and the top of the second one, it still survived for the ancient case, guys. Here, let's move around for having the good luck to see the secret of the glory of the Grand Pyramid, to be just this one of the ancient or the 7 wonders of the world that it still existed right now. Here, thus ruins here in the tombs, which we call it in Arabic mastaba. That's for the nobles, for the high ranks people. Franks, that I tell you that it would have a rectangular shape design, and it's had the upper structure and the substructure by the shafts to get down up to the coffin, up to the mummies, which we found a lot of the human mummies here around the whole area, guys, here. Some of the tombs, it belongs to the high officials, people, and some others related to the workers, to be 100,000 workers that they take power to build this pyramid in this ancient time. That's why they got 20 years for building. This is massive.
How many people?
Pyramids. It's 100,000 people.
Wow.
Yes. Okay.
Where did they find all these people?
And now because watch them. And now we are on our way to the Sphinx with the body fall under the human face. About the Sphinx, it was just an ugly rock in front of the second pyramid. The King Khafre, the founder of the second pyramid, he did the recommend for the most famous architectures, and he told him, I want you to do the carving for this rock, just to express of the body fall under the human face, or the strength and the intelligence. Actually, he did the carving for this statue, guys, and he got more than 10 years for carving it. It's a solid built news, which you said many legends about the broken news. It was said that one of the fanatic soldiers of Napoleon in the French time, because the French people occupied Egypt from 1798 up to 1801, he bought it as the target for his cannon to shoot it. But it's not true, because the whole statue, it was completely covered by sand from the bottom all of the way up to the nose. By touching the nose over the 1,000 of years, the common or the natives people, they collapsed it, actually. And even when you reach to the Sphinx, we're gonna see in between of the 2 hands or the 2 poles, the plaque of granite. This plaque of granite, we call it dream stela. To tell us about the dream of the king Thutmose IV when he came in 18th dynasty, it was a procession. What's the meaning of the procession? After embalming the body here in this temple, which we call it the Valley Temple of the Mummifications, it's supposed to carry it all of the way up to the ruins for the ancient funerary temple to do some ritual before the parade inside the second pyramid, guys. Okay, to the very complicated journey from the life up to the real eternal life. Because the ancient Egyptians people, they were preoccupied their mind, the resurrections and the afterlife. Not nowadays, when somebody passed away, it's meaning that it's the end of the life for him. But the ancient Egyptians people, it wasn't. What's the meaning for that, Moses? It's meaning that when somebody passed away, it's meaning that it's a real eternal life, or the beginning for the real eternal life for him, forgetting resurrections, forgetting immortality and timeless, guys. Here, and I think so that the ancient Egyptians people, they got immortality and timeless. How come? After 7,000 years, we're still talking about them. Looks like still alive people. That's why, at least in our minds, the ancient Egyptians people, they got immortality, or they are still alive.
Yes. And we made a friend. Then we headed to our next destination.
How's it going? You good?
Yeah.
Alaikum assalam. I'm going to be a local guide in the place for the next few minutes. Okay, here, please. And I'll give you a quick idea about the papyrus plant and how the ancient Egyptians used it to make the first paper ever offices. You know, the plant grows only here, along the banks of the River Nile, and doesn't grow anywhere else in the world. It was a holy one because of two reasons. First one, it's a flower, so it looks like the sun rays, the symbol of Amun-Ra, the god of the sun in ancient time. Second reason, almost a crazy one, the stem of the plant that takes the pyramid shape. You know, to make the paper artifact, we cut the inner white part and we slice it into thin slices like this one here. We soak the water for 6 days. After 6 days, we get the yellow color like this one here. And we will leave it in water longer. We get the darker color or the brown one. The longer we leave it in water, the darker it gets. After that, we arrange the spices between 2 sheets of carpets in vertical and horizontal lines and actually weave them like muscle weaving. The spices stick together naturally with no chemicals or glue.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, sure. Oh. Because of the natural sugar inside the blend, they stick together naturally. All we need is to recover it. And we press it for another 6 days, and that's it. After 12 days is over, we get a piece of paper like this one here.
Oh, wow.
I can feel it. That's the first paper ever, the strongest one, and the only antibacterial paper. That's why it lasts us for 7 foods.
So this guy basically explained to us how they make this paper, and then started taking us through the most famous paintings that they have. And yeah, like after he explained all that, he took us into another room to show us how beautiful this paper is on the paintings, like what it can do and stuff like that. And I won't ruin the surprise for you guys. I'm gonna leave it for you guys to see it yourselves. Behold.
In the dark, it turns into the pyramids.
Wow.
Look at the calendar. The glow of the most beautiful queen for Nefertiti.
Wow.
Look at the first one here, which is the map of Egypt. This one here.
Okay.
Another one glows of the cat.
Oh,
Sign
that is so cool. Can I have the lights off, please? Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Anyways, that was that. I did not get any painting from this place. I did get it from another place though that was way cheaper, because the place we initially went to was quite expensive. Then we went to this place that makes perfumes.
Even in the skin.
I think I just had the best
We
coffee
apply
in the
just
whole
as you see.
entire
No,
world.
we don't keep it oily. More wear up, the skin absorb it. You see it?
Yeah.
Done. But I told you, we just apply right away after shower in neck or chest. You can keep it for longer, much better. We keep it just like because we need space.
Cheers to the best coffee in the world. I got myself a perfume and we went to our next stop. Next stop was this shop, store, whatever. Didn't really like anything in here, so we were in and out quite quickly, and then we went to another place to grab a meal, which was the last stop for this tour. So lunch was a buffet, guys. They were starters, and then there was the main meal, and they were dessert. That was literally anything and everything that you can think of. Yeah, I would give that place a good 7 out of 10. And yeah, gonna cut this one here. Catch me on episode 3 of my Egypt trip. Love ya.